This could be it. Buddy Baker may have just been lying a little bit low there, but Darrell Waltrip's got the draft down the back straight. Can he get him through 3 and 4 and up to the stripe?
Waltrip closes. Waltrip pulls on the outside. Baker pulls up and vetoes that move. Into turn 4. Waltrip will get one more shot. The 1,600-foot straightaway toward the finish line. Here they come. A difference of $32,000 goes to Buddy Baker over Darrell Waltrip in second place.
Well, $32,000 wouldn't look very thick on the ground in the distance between those two guys. Probably a foot and a half from Darrell Waltrip to Buddy Baker, the winner of $50,000.
And very close for third place to the line.
Win some money, perhaps, some more.
$11,000 to win this. It could bring his earnings up to about $70,000 for the past 4 days. Now here they are in heavy traffic, slipping, sliding through cars, down to the finish. Baker in front. Cale Yarborough pulls up on the inside. He's trying a slingshot here, but the sheer horsepower keeps Baker out in front as they come to the tri-oval. Checkered flag is about to fall, and the winner of that first 125.
And it's Buddy Baker, and we'll be back with him, the winner of the 125 and tomorrow's 500 pole sitter, after this word from your local station.
Turns 3 and 4. Can Dale Earnhardt take yet another spot away and come second in this race?
Foyt tucks right in there in the draft at over 200 miles an hour, tagging along for the ride. Earnhardt, he makes his move on A.J. Foyt. He's low going into turn 3, David. He may have shot his arrow a little too early here.
Well, if he's got the steam to come off ahead of A.J., he's okay. Can he get back into line, though, behind Darrell Waltrip to draft? No, he can't. Dick Brooks is being drafted by A.J. Foyt and pulls himself back past Dale Earnhardt.
Earnhardt falling 2 positions in the last 2 corners of the race.
There's no doubt about it that Cale Yarborough, the white flag is out. 1 lap to go. This is it, last lap.
Stand by for a finish. 2 of the greatest fiddling here, fidgeting with first place. Passing some of the stragglers in the last lap. Trying to take it home. It's all come down to this. Out of turn 2, Donnie Allison in first. Where will Cale make his move? He comes to the inside. Donnie Allison throws the block. Cale hits him. He slides. Donnie Allison slides. They hit again. They drive into the turn. They're hitting the wall. They're head on the wall. They slide down to the inside. Let's watch those third place cars. They're out of it. Who is going to win it? Coming down, third place. They're coming around for the finish. Between A.J. Foyt and Richard Petty. Down the back straightaway come the leaders now. 2 cars are out. In the backstretch are the leaders. Watching for the leaders to, they're still up in turns 3 and 4. The leaders are up in turns 3 and 4. Coming down, Richard Petty is now pulling out in front. Darrell Waltrip is in second. A.J. Foyt is in third. Here they come. Waltrip trying to slingshot. Petty is out in front at the line. Waltrip to the inside. Petty wins it. Down on pit road, it has gone crazy. The Petty crew is out there jumping up and down. Petty has won it.
Richard Petty has won his 6th Daytona 500, and the crowd here are going absolutely mad.
Well, there he is. After a full year without a win, as the 2 leaders tangled in the back straightaway, they threw the block. It didn't work. A.J. Foyt pulls up to congratulate Petty.
One of these 3 cars could still win the race as the white flag comes out. 1 lap to go in the Rebel 500, and there goes Darrell Waltrip for the lead. Donnie Allison still hanging behind Richard Petty. Petty now coming down low. Again, they're side by side. Well, you can see it happening right before you. They're coming to turn 3. 2 more turns to go. Richard Petty still side by side. Donnie Allison still hanging in third. Oh! Petty has got to leave it. There comes Waltrip down below him as Petty stood up high. Donnie Allison trying to move past Petty into second place. They're coming to the finish line. It is Darrell Waltrip winning the Rebel 500. Petty is second, and Donnie Allison is third by about 3 feet. Jackie, what a motor race.
what a race. I can't remember ever seeing the end of a motor race, Jim, being as exciting as that. Never have I seen a finish with so many passes in such a short track in such a short time.
With 500 miles behind them, there were a dozen feet between the three when it all was over. Darrell Waltrip of Franklin, Tennessee, has won his second race of this NASCAR season. He won the first one, the Western 500, out in California. Now he's won this one. He already was the leading money winner of the year.
Backstretch, the STP Chevrolet is high, wide, and handsome. Out of turn 4, Richard Petty comes to the stripe, and he will win the Virginia 500. Checkered flag is out. Petty wins. Finishing in second is Buddy Baker. Third position to Darrell Waltrip. Bobby Allison finishes in fourth, and Joe Milliken finishes in the 5th spot.
Earnhardt sneaks a peek down low. Petty comes down to cover the spot. They open up a margin on Yarborough and Parsons. They are nose to tail halfway down the backstretch for second spot.
The battle now, second place as Earnhardt goes to the inside of Richard Petty. Earnhardt goes down underneath. He's got second place, but let's not count out Richard Petty. He goes underneath Dale Earnhardt and reappropriates second spot.
Checkered flag for Darrell Waltrip, but here comes the battle for second. Petty gets it coming out of the 4th corner, and he will finish in the number 2 position. Earnhardt will run 3rd. Cale will run 4th, and Benny Parsons will finish 5th. What a World 600 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, Jack Yaroot.
The 1979 World 600 is now history, and the winner is Darrell Waltrip. Now here's some current news involving you. Here on Baker, and when they come across the start-finish line, we will have only 2 laps to go.
And Darrell Waltrip smoking, and Darrell Waltrip spun in turn 3 and 4. He's going up towards the barrier. He's avoided the barrier, but there's cars behind him. Can they avoid him? They've avoided him. It's quite clear there. It seemed to have a problem there. I dare say the engine seized up on him. There was oil on the rear wheels because the way he spun, we saw smoke going up there, and the yellow has come out.
And simultaneous with that incident, Frank Warren lost a tire in turn number 2. There it is. It has rolled into the infield. Frank Warren, his car in turn number 2, spinning into the grass, and so this one will obviously finish under the yellow flag. So what might have been a very close and very exciting finish will find Buddy Baker taking the checkered flag alongside the yellow. With 1 lap to go right now, Baker taking the white flag, and it will wind up with Buddy Baker capturing his 2nd Grand National race of 1979. Buddy Baker, who had been in a slump for a while, there is the overall point leader, Darrell Waltrip. His chances for a 5th win on the season circuit dashed today as he instead limps back to the garage after the incident between 3 and 4. Nevertheless, Waltrip will still be the overall point leader after the race. You're looking at Donnie Allison now moving alongside Baker, perhaps to offer congratulations. As Buddy gets set to take the checkered flag under the yellow here, Donnie Allison will settle for 2nd place. Cale Yarborough will finish 3rd. Neil Bonnet, who was on the pole today in David Pearson's old car, number 21, will wind up 4th, and Richard Petty 5th. So here comes Buddy Baker, the crowd of nearly 63,000 at Michigan International Speedway saluting him as he crosses the finish line, the winner of the Michigan 400. Chris Economaki will be in Victory Lane to talk with Buddy Baker when we come back.
All right, they peeled down that backstretch. Yeah, there they come into the traffic. This could be absolutely incredible here. Neil Bonnet, though, is doing a good job of coming through the traffic. And right behind him is Benny Parsons down low. And there's a car that moves in between Bonnet and Parsons, and that's a great break for Bonnet and a bad break for Benny. Yep, Benny's now tucking down, but he is running out of time, no question about it. And Earnhardt, who is the 3rd place car, is going to be lapped now, and that against the record. Neil Bonnet wins the Firecracker 400. Benny Parsons is in 2nd place, as Dale Earnhardt will finish 3rd. And a blazing finish here. Everybody predicted it would be exciting, and it certainly is. Oh, unbelievable. I thought that the traffic might help Neil Bonnet, and it did work out exactly that way. This man right in the center of the screen, slowing down now. Neil Bonnet, the driver of the Wood Brothers car, a brilliant, brilliant race.
checkered flag. He's got it made, although Richard's got trouble back there where he's racing.
Now, Richard Petty is really in trouble. He's got 2 or 3 cars all over him. Meanwhile, the leader's coming down. Follow him through for the finish. Here is Waltrip coming to the flag. He will win it. Pearson will take second. But how does the third? 9-3rd. Wide open. Car number 90 just in front of Richard Petty, falling to fourth. Car number 90. Ricky Rudd on the outside making a good move to take the third position away, dropping Richard Petty to fourth, Jody Ridley into fifth. They're having oxygen standing by, and an ambulance is standing by at Victory Lane for Darrell Waltrip. He was that sick, not expected to run the race today. Run it, he did, and become the 11th different winner. Darrell Waltrip winning the Talladega 500 this afternoon on the world's fastest motor speedway.
Is here at Darlington than 44-year-old David Pearson. He has won 8 previous races, 2 Southerns, 6 Rebels, and is on his way to race win number 9 at Darlington, the toughest place in the world to win. This will be his 104th career win. He's won over $2 million, and he's earned every penny of the winning purse today, and there's the checker for David Pearson. So David Pearson comes across the winner in second place. Getting the checkered flag right now is Bill Elliott. Right behind him, Terry Labonte. And pulling up alongside David Pearson as they go down the backstretch, his friendly foe of many races, Cale Yarborough, I think says something to him there, maybe a little congratulations. And for the first time today, Cale goes by David Pearson.
Turn. He'll overlap Buddy before they get to turn 3.
It's going to be Cale Yarborough moving to the outside retaining wall as he works his way by Buddy Arrington of Martinsville, Virginia. Cale right now again pointing the car to the high side. It floats to the outside groove. He brings it back down and looks ahead to the checker flag.
The Busch Beer livery is on their feet as Cale Yarborough sticks his hand out the window and acknowledges the checkered flag in this Napa National 500. Yarborough wins the event. Bobby Allison finishes in second. Darrell Waltrip is third. Richard Petty and the STP efforts come home in fourth position, and Donnie Allison makes it into the top 5, finishing in fifth. It's over. The 1979 Napa National 500 is history, and the winner is Cale Yarborough.
In the final lap, there you see the interval over the front 5 cars, and now here are your 2 leaders. It is Benny Parsons in front, Bobby Allison in second, going to turn 3.
And Benny definitely pulled out some space on that back chute. This looks like it could be his race as they go through 3.
Cale, a congested turn 4 coming up. The last corner of the race with 5 machines in contention to win it all here. Parsons in front, Allison in second, Yarborough is third. There they are, out of the last turn and headed for the checkered flag. Chip Warren has it in hand. Who will it be? At the line to be $25,000. Richard, it's Benny Parsons. Allison second. Cale Yarborough finishes in third. In replay, low angle, see how quick and fast they came across that line. Finishing in fourth was car number 28, Buddy Baker. And Richard Petty wins the national championship by placing fifth here in the LA Times Charities 500. David Hobson moving down to talk with him and his very excited fans.